All right, good morning. So starting today's video, not on the land. So we are actually at home. So we are going to be spending the night down in Terry tonight so that we can get some stuff done that we need to finish him up. So we're going to be starting off this morning, basically running around and doing some errands of some things that we need to get done to pick up some things that we need to take down with us. So on the list first, we need to hit up Lowe's so that we can pick up some last minute stuff to work on the projects that we're going to be working on. And then I need to go to Albertsons once the order is ready to get just some groceries, just as a quick like mini restock. And then we're going to be taking some of the stuff down with us to the land. And then lastly, we have to go to Target so I can pick up just some essential stuff. So I will see you when we get to Lowe's. So these are the last of the cabinets that we had to paint. So these are the ones with the pretty glass on them. So these ones are painted and prepped. So we will be taking those with us today as well. Okay, so I am done inside Lowe's. I'll have to show you later everything that we got because it was super busy. There were people everywhere and literally like I couldn't stand on an aisle with somebody needing me to move and get past. So, but we ended up getting everything that we needed there. So Target is now ready for pickup, and then also Albertsons is ready for pickup. So we're gonna hit Target first and then Albertsons, since it's kind of gonna make a big nice circle. So I just made it to Target, so I'm waiting for them to bring out my order. But Lowe's, I forgot that Lowe's sells counters because they ended up having a clearance section of little like bathroom counters, and we just bought ours off of Amazon and it was only $50, the one that they had in store. So I called Elijah and sent him pictures of it. I'm going to insert a picture of what it looks like. I really want it, but I think Elijah likes the counter that we already bought. He thinks it's a little bit more low profile, and you know, he's in charge of that because he's going to have to be the one to install it. And I had him check, and of course the other counter already shipped out from Amazon, so it's not like I can cancel it right now, so we can return it. So I told Elijah that if we get it and we don't like it, we'll go back to Lowe's and see if they still have that one there, because if they do, it's only $50 versus what we spent on the other one. So I would like to gladly save the money. And it was cute too. It definitely needed a little bit of work, but it was cute. So I don't know, maybe we'll go back and get it. I don't know. But I also picked up from Lowe's an air filter. It's that blue thing. It's that blue thing that's right back here. Because we need to swap out the air filter inside of Terry because that thing is disgusting, and I don't know why. Like, I guess we weren't using the AC before, but now that we're using the AC, we now notice how disgusting it is. So we just got this little thing here. That's not the one I was planning on getting. Elijah had found one online, but it wouldn't get here in time, and we don't want to continue using the AC with the dirty filter. So I ended up going to Lowe's to go pick up just a normal house one that has like the cardboard frame, and I told him, you know, you can just cut it out and use whatever you need to from it. And when I was on the aisle, I saw that one, and then see, I told Elijah, this is why I cannot go to Lowe's by myself. So not only did I find that, but apparently they sell like little air freshener thingies. I'll have to show you later. But it's like a little strip, like probably like that big. It's a strip, and you put it up under your filter, or I guess on top if your filter is laying flat. It goes on this side of the filter, and it distributes the smell throughout your air duct system. And I was like, what? I didn't know they made those, and it was super cheap. So I went ahead and got one of those so then we can get Terry smelling extra fresh all the time. And then we're going to be installing our kitchen sink today. So I had to get, I think I forgot. Elijah's gonna have to find it at home. I forgot to get the caulking tape, but it's okay because we're not gonna be using it. But we're gonna be installing our new kitchen sink, and then I'm also going to be taking care of the counter today. So the counter is going to be painted. It's gonna be fresh. So then the kitchen is 100% done, and I don't have to look at it anymore. But pretty much everything that we're working on today will be the final touches of Terry, but until we get the bathroom counter coming in. So they're taking a little bit to get the order out here. So I'm gonna go in the back really quick and grab the bag so I can show you what we picked up from Lowe's. Okay, so of course, when I go back there to get it, the lady shows up with the stuff from Target. But let me show you what I got from Lowe's really quick. Okay, so this is what Elijah and I decided to use for the countertop, and then we picked out a black. I was gonna do marble, but I felt like the marble against all the white in the kitchen, it won't look good. So basically it is a countertop recoating kit, and this will be perfect for RVs because we don't want to completely replace the counter, and we don't want to keep the counter the way it is now because it's just ugly. And so basically you put on a roll of the paint, you clean it, you put on the roll of paint, and then you put on the top coat. And then you have a brand new counter, and it's good to use within 24 hours. We are going to go with black countertops in the kitchen, and then that little section that's in the living room, that one will be black also. And then over here, I tied the bag shut, but I got some gold spray paint. That's going to be for all our metal pieces that we need to spray paint gold, and then also our cabinet that's inside the bathroom, the mirror. And then this is just the caulk for the sink for when we do that. Elijah said he needed that to attach the faucet and seal it up. And then I just got some paints and stuff, but I might have to show it to you later, but I think this is it. Yeah, so this is it. I'll show it to you when we install it, but it's made by Yankee Candle. So that's the thing that I was telling you that goes into the air filter. Okay, so it is later in the day. We're at the gas station filling up our gas tank so that we can run our generator tomorrow because it's not too hot right now. It's actually pretty good weather, and I think it's about 80, 90, probably about 90 degrees, but down here overnight it ends up dropping down into like the 70s, so it's not too bad. But we just came back up from Sierra Vista. Elijah had some business to take care of down there, so Sierra Vista isn't too far away from us, but it's a good drive, but it's a nice drive. So that was our first time going down to Sierra Vista since purchasing the land. We have been down there before, but that was before they developed everything there. That was when we first I think it was a few years into us dating that we had went down there from Tucson. So as of right now, once he finishes filling that up, we are going to head over to Little Caesars to pick up a pizza so that the kids can eat, and we'll get, Terry set up and everything. After all of our errands and running around, we finally made it down to the land. So we are in Terry. So first thing to check off our list, we haven't hooked Terry up yet to batteries or the generator because we have some lights to install. So all of our lights, like this one up here, we are swapping them over to LED ones because these ones produce a lot of heat, and I'm sorry, but we're in Arizona, so if we can minimize the amount of heat that's coming into the trailer, the better. So we bought all new ones that are LED, so one, it'll be energy efficient, and two, it will be a lot cooler because usually these get hot to the touch even with the plastic covers on them. So let me show you our new lights. Okay, so this is a package that came from our registry. This one we will open a little bit later. Okay, so we have two styles of the lights. We're gonna have some extra ones that I don't know what we're gonna do with, but I don't know. But these ones are the double-sided ones, and then these ones on this side are the half-C ones. So the half-C ones are only in the kids area. All the doubles are in the bathroom, the living room, and then the kitchen area. So I think Elijah's gonna want to start with this. Oh, and then we also have a new switch. It's kind of hard to see it. There we go. It's a new switch that is going to replace that switch right there. So it will just make it a little bit more sleek. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this first one open. So the one thing I found it odd is that these do not come in, they're sold in an 8-pack, and we don't really need 8, so we're gonna have a bunch of extra ones. Can you cut this tape right here? Get up to the solar panel outside.
Which solar panel?
The one on the gate. Okay, so these did come with everything that we needed. So these little screws, the little attachments so that we can attach the wires, and then of course the lights. Okay, so Elijah's gonna start off with getting our first light taken off. He's gonna be working on that light over there. This is another package that we ended up getting from our wish list on Amazon. And so this time we get to open up one of our packages inside of Terry because we're on the land, which is exciting. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get this one opened and see what is in it. Okay, so it's like a little goodie bag. Ooh. Once again, little man is excited. So it looks like we have some little leveling, I don't know what they're called, but Elijah put them on the wish list. But I do know that they attach to Terry. There we go, if you can see them. They attach to Terry so that we can make sure Terry's level. Because as we've been using Terry now, we've been eyeballing his levelness. So, yes. So the next thing that we have is this. Hold on, let me open this. Okay, so we'll go with this one. Oh, okay, so I found a bunch of cute signs. Okay, so everybody should know how crazy I am about my garden because I talk about it a lot. Like, I want a massive garden because I am convinced that I have the perfect green thumb, so we'll see how that goes. But they have the cutest little signs on Amazon for gardening, and so this one says it's not hoarding if it's plants. So I am excited to get this one set up in the greenhouse, and there's a bunch of other little signs that match this one that would be so cute. But this is the cutest little sign ever. Let me give you like a little, I don't want to take it out of the package yet because I don't want it to get damaged, but isn't that so cute? I love it. So now we have seeds and now we have signs. So now tell Elijah to build me a greenhouse. I'm just kidding. We're both gonna build the greenhouse, but okay, so this next one, need to figure out how to open it. Okay, so before I open this one, I'm gonna grab the papers out. I couldn't get to the papers because all the other stuff was in there, and little man is grabbing the camera right now. Okay, so these gifts are coming from Tina, who is our neighbor, and Mike. So you guys, you already know how great you are to us already. So, but I'm gonna tell everybody again that you guys are great, and thank you for sending us these. I'm gonna open this one up really quick so that we can see what it is, because they are our neighbors who allow us to store Terry on their property while we are not in Terry. So that is a huge deal because that is saving us literally hundreds and hundreds of dollars in storage fees a month. So the fact that we can take that money and put it back into the land is magnificent. So they are great people. The last thing that was in the bag are, okay, so Elijah had originally put some generic little no trespassing signs, like the ones that you buy at like Lowe's or Home Depot in the Amazon cart. But I ended up taking them out and I snuck in some more aesthetically pleasing signs than the generic red and white ones. And so these are our new private property signs that say no trespassing, and they are just so pretty and aesthetically pleasing and just gorgeous. Okay, so there's 4 of these in there. So we will be installing these tomorrow. A quick shout out to our channel members who are part of our Homestead tribe and Rooted fam. Okay, so this is going to be the last light that we're setting tonight because it's starting to get dark out, so we want to get the batteries hooked up. But we did already plug in the batteries and test this one out because this one was backwards from the other ones, right? Or no, you hooked it up like it said in the instructions.
Yeah, I tried the instruction and then that wasn't right.
Yeah, so the RV is backwards when it comes to the outlets. So all the big lights, Elijah had followed how he unhooked them, and then he decided to read on this one, and on this one, on the back of it, it had us plug it in a certain way, and doing it that way, where that the instruction said, did not make it work. So he went ahead and reversed it and did them like he did all the double ones, and then it turned on perfectly fine. But the lights look pretty when they're on. Like, it gives it like a clean look, because you know, like with yellow lights, you get like that tingy old, like even like where we live now, we have all the light bulbs swapped out to you know, I think it's daylight. Is it daylight? That's what it's called? Yeah, it's a daylight color. It's like a cool white, and it just makes it look so much brighter in here, so much better. So we have half the lights done, so a total of 4 of the doubles, and he's finishing up the last single now. And then over each of the kids' bed area, they both have a single. And then in the bathroom we have, it's odd because in the bathroom we have 2 double lights, and they're basically right across from each other, which is odd. One of them works where you have to put your hand up and you turn it on manually by the switch, and then the one that's right above, I guess it's supposed to be like a vanity mirror, but the one that's right above the vanity mirror, that one works off of the switch that goes behind the sink. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one finished up, and then we will be on to our next project. Okay, and just like that, we have light. Okay, so now that we got the lights taken care of, so we are going to be putting our new filter in up here, and then I will show you the little smell good Yankee candle stuff that goes in there. Okay, so this is the, sorry, I'm trying to get it focused. Okay, so this is the scent thingies that we got. I never knew these existed, but it's supposed to take the scent and it distributes it throughout the entire air duct system, which is cool. And so it's by Yankee Candle, and then they had a couple different scents, but the Catching Ray scent, it reminds me of like a fresh laundry scent, so I like that one. So we're gonna use that one. And then Elijah's opening up a filter that I bought. It's just a giant one that you can cut down to size, and then it's also reusable, so you can just wash it out and use it again, which is magnificent. But we're gonna get this installed really quick, then we're gonna get our AC on so that we can get all the nice smells going through Terry. So when I bought this air filter, I didn't read anything. I just saw that it looked like the one that Elijah wanted to get off of Amazon, and so when I bought it, I didn't realize that it said that it was reusable. So it has like this big huge sheet, and it was only $9. And so I was like, you know, we could probably get 2 uses out of it. You know, you cut one square, 6 months or so, you change the filter probably a little bit sooner since we're out in the dusty desert. But it says that it's reusable, so we can easily just cut this into 2 pieces and then store the other piece. And then when we're washing the other one out, we can just swap it with the other one, and then we don't have to worry about like if it's a hot day or something and we really need to clean it out. Okay, so we couldn't figure out which side to put it on. We're thinking that it needs to go between the filter and the grate because it might suck it up through here if we have it the other way. So we'll be able to see it, but it's okay. Can you smell it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Through the air filter right there? Okay, so we turned it on and already we can smell it circulating through the air system. So we are going to get situated really quick since we really haven't been able to put anything away yet since we got here, since we started working on the lights before it got dark. But it is nighttime now, so we're gonna get the kids situated. We're gonna get situated. We already had dinner, so we are gonna get set up for our next project. See you then.